This December, I accepted a job in a new school district, and within the interview they informed me I would need to follow the hybrid learning model within my classroom. I quickly started asking myself, what is the hybrid learning model? The hybrid learning model blends together the use of face-to-face instruction with additional instruction delivered through online methods. It functions under two main design principles. The first is it follows a station rotation model where the students are expected to move within a small group throughout the three different modalities of learning: direct, independent, and collaborative. Before each unit chapter, or concept, students are divided into three different groups, which are based upon assessment data. Teachers may group students based on PSSAs or CDT results. Some teachers may give students a pre-assessment to assist in student grouping. Others may use a combination of these two methods. In the direct station, students are provided with face-to-face direct instruction, where students may be presented with brand new content, review content from a prior lesson, or from a different station, or extend upon a concept. The lower level students will start at the direct station first each day. In the independent station, students will work independently in order to develop a deeper understanding of a concept, or to complete an assignment that may or may not utilize online tools. The collaborative station is where students will work with a partner or a small group to complete a long-term project that is student-centered and encourages higher-order thinking. This station is to encourage the learning of other 21st century skills essential for future success. The higher-level student group will start in the collaborative each day on the principle that they will be able to complete the task within the collaborative station without having direct instruction first. The students know when to move on to the next station by a classroom timer signaling the time to rotate. In an hour-long class period, the students have approximately 17 minutes within each station. The second principle of hybrid learning is to use technology to leverage student learning. This form of learning could help to individualize content for each student. Technology can assist in providing an opportunity to implement reteaching of material for the students who need it and allow students to enrich their understanding of a concept if it was already mastered. The terms blended and hybrid are very similar, but Mr. Greg Mazurek, the hybrid learning coach for the Comrade Weiser School District, explains that the term hybrid is used within the state of Pennsylvania strictly due to the way a grant is written for school districts trying to implement both technology with face-to-face instruction. School districts can receive money if they are implementing the hybrid learning model within their schools. Mr. Mazurek expressed that both hybrid and blended learning models provide students with independent learning opportunities, which provides students with the ability to learn on their own. Mr. Mazurek was hired by the school district to assist teachers in learning and implementing hybrid learning within their classrooms. He assists teachers in designing hybrid lesson plans and the implementation of technology within the hybrid format. When interviewing him, he explained that hybrid moves away from the typical format of a teacher standing in front of the classroom presenting information to a more student-centered learning environment. This encourages students to ask questions and investigate into their own learning. He stated that hybrid gives the students more of a choice in what they want to do and accomplish based on the project parameters, which could encourage students to take ownership of their own learning. This development of ownership could cause the students to go well beyond the given requirements for the assignment. Mr. Mazurek also explained that the hybrid model is not a brand new method of learning, but that it is a model that merges together the best aspects of other models, like stations typically done in elementary, and technology that provides students with the ability to move on to what they want to do and learn. Jem Potoff, who has been teaching hybrid for 4 years, stated that hybrid and language arts blends naturally with each other because it utilizes the small group model that is used within elementary programs. When teaching to a small group of students, it can promote student focus. Teaching within a small group allows students to dig deeper and make more connections on what they are learning. In addition to professional experts, the Christensen Institute is an excellent resource that publishes articles that express what hybrid or the blended model is, how it can be implemented, and the impact it has on student learning. Julia Fisher, the Director of Education Research at the Christensen Institute, presented an interesting finding in her article that blended learning has improved student outcomes such as overall attendance and graduation rates within high-poverty school districts. She suggested a correlation with blended learning, helping to narrow the achievement gap in high poverty districts. Another source that I found beneficial to learning about hybrid is Blended Learning Universe, which is a part of the Christensen Institute. This blog provides various suggestions and examples to use within the hybrid learning model, as well as suggestions in meeting the needs of all students within the classroom using blended learning. Just when hybrid sounds like a wonderful methodology that all school districts should adopt, this method is then met with some downfalls. First, there is limited flexibility for teachers and students in hybrid. As soon as the timer buzzes, the students stop what they are doing, move on to a different location, and start on a new activity. Mr. Mazurik expressed that this is a common complaint he hears from students because they do not have enough time to get their work done. Mrs. Potoff expressed that this is an issue with teachers as well, because with the limited time, there is a lot of starting and stopping with indirect, which can create disjointed instruction. Hybrid could cause some students to lose motivation with the constant movement and changing of learning modalities. This is where student learning could be jeopardized and focusing issues can arise, which can then lead to additional issues. And students who have focusing issues can have even more trouble with the hybrid model because there isn't a teacher there to provide them with refocusing cues. I have also found that computers can contribute to more focusing issues. With the hybrid model, teachers tend to struggle with the amount of planning that goes into setting up a hybrid learning environment, from the planning of the 3 different station materials every day and the development of accountability measures for students throughout each station. After 4 months of teaching hybrid, I am still learning the ins and outs. I don't know all the answers, and even after doing hybrid for 2, 3, even 4 years, I still won't have all the right answers. This is why when it comes to trends within education, it is important that I am constantly seeking new knowledge. I plan to take continuing education credits, subscribe to educational journals, follow other educators' blogs and social media accounts to stay up to date on trends that can better myself as a teacher, for this will assist me in doing what is best for all my students.